The communication tools needed to run a successful business keeps changing. At KKP Halifax, we're expanding our capabilities to keep pace. We deliver consistent high quality while meeting promised deadlines. KKP Halifax, a division of the Quick Copy Group of companies.
Sea Dogs head coach Josh Dixon joining me here. Let's talk about a couple of Nova Scotians in your lineup. Let's begin with Luke Wilson, the forward, called up from Steele Subaru mid-season, and tell me about the season he's had.
Well, I've been very impressed with Luke. I had a chance to see him play in the Monctonian in November, and based on injuries and trades, we had a need to bring Luke up, and I think it's been the best opportunity for him. He's played almost 40 games now, playing at center. He's been able to score goals. He's been able to put up some points. We've used him in all situations almost by this point. He's played against other teams' third line. At times, he's played against other teams' first line and been able to create some offense. So very happy with where his game is at. There's a big, important offseason coming up for him where he's going to have to make sure he makes gains, both in the weight room and on the ice as well with individual coaching. But overall, given the fact that he had to jump into the league when the league was already well established, a difficult time to jump in as a 16-year-old, we've been nothing but impressed with where his game is at.
And of course, his major midget teammate, Brendan Sibley, the defenseman, his season?
Well, a ton of maturity for that young man. He just carries and conducts himself already like a player that's been in this league for at least a year. Very professional, very easy to coach. Unfortunately, he's battled a few injuries and some illness this year, which has kept him out of the lineup more often than it would have otherwise. He should have more games and by that point, more points under his belt by now. But a tough competitor, plays very, very hard in practice. His teammates just love him, and he's really been able to gravitate towards the older guys. And I have no doubt that players like Bailey Webster will be able to, and Cole Reginato, be able to pass the torch to Sibley moving forward, because he's just that leader on and off the ice. He does everything right, and in terms of his game, given the fact that he's a 16-year-old defenseman having to jump in this part of the season, it's been a tough challenge for him. But we're impressed with where his game has developed to.